How to respray and inspect rear suspension on a scooter. So you can see right now my scooter revamp is going on and they look kind of terrible. So they're rusty, they're bad. I'm going to take them off the bike, clean them up, give them an inspection and see what's going on. There was a bit of a surprise, so make sure to watch the whole video. You'll see what ended up happening with this. It was interesting. So the rear shocks are suspension arms. The weather was terrible outside, so I had to do it indoors. I've taken the arms off, 13mm bolt on the bottom and a 14mm on the top. I don't know why, probably to avoid you confusing it. But you can see I'm inspecting the rubber seals on this just to make sure the rubbers are okay. Those rubbers act like car suspension arms basically, where it avoids the jolt going into your framework. So in MOTs they normally inspect this kind of thing. So I would have been failed if I carried on like this, but I'll show you what I was looking at. So the bungs on the bodywork as well as the arms themselves, so I got them out. You'll see the nuts were different sizes, so make sure you use one of those wrenches. Here you can see the inspection revealed there is a crack in this diff. You can basically adjust the load. If you have a passenger, you can use the tool that supplies with the toolkit and you can adjust it. But I washed them anyway because I know if I'm going to replace it I need to replace one, but I'll show you the process of how to clean them up basically. So I washed off the big bits of crud and that and the rust. I'm gonna give them a wipe down with brushes that I've got, just two types of brushes there. Get rid of some of this rust and the dirt, give you an eye of how to inspect them. I could take these apart and do it that way, but I did check the load on them, and you can check that just by putting it on a surface and pushing down on it, and there's a good rebound, so they're perfectly fine in terms of the oils and that inside them. I might end up getting set of brand new two of them, to be honest, but I'll show you this process anyway if you want to follow along. So I'm going to wipe off, clean off the main bits there. It's just basically sanding and cleaning is all that's involved here. And these suspension arms, I checked on Amazon. This is an X-City 250cc, so they are tricky to get hold of, but I'm hoping I can get the X-Max ones, because the X-Max is very similar in terms of the size and dimensions. At the end of this video I'll show you a few pictures of the shocks that I took out, just so you can see the measurements on that if you do want to buy shocks for the X-City 250cc. This is part of my revamp project, so I want to see how much it ends up costing me in the end. I've already spent about £25, say £30 delivered. The battery came. That was cheaper than if I had to go to the store and buy it. I got it off Taina batteries and that came really quickly, and that basically got me started. So now the next point of call is these suspension arms looked ridiculous and rusty, so I might just end up cleaning these ones and either seeing if I can get that adjuster tool on its own, because that would be the best thing. I could just change that little the metal ring that you can adjust the load with, or I might have to just end up getting two suspension arms. So we'll see how much it works out to, but so far looking on Amazon they're about £25 to £50 second hand or new. I used a bit of light sandpaper to get rid of the rust on this as well, and I'm just gonna either spray it or I might use a brush and paint, because these are coils, so I don't want to get paint on the inside. And you can see here I've done a bit of wire brushing as well to get rid of that rust in the main areas. In the tool set there is a suspension arm adjuster which I mentioned before, so you can adjust that with the tool. But this is basically an overview of this step. This is going to be another two-part series unfortunately, because I'm going to end up, it's like a regular thing, isn't it? I end up starting it and then figuring out, actually, you know what, I need something. So then I end up having to order something. So I'll see how long the next suspension arms take to come, and then I'll show you how to fit them back on the bike. Or I might show you another video of repainting these anyway, so you know, to, I don't know, rejuvenate them. And we'll show you that in part 2, I'm assuming, because right now we're going to measure out the arms themselves and see how they do.